It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington Commanders. And it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
Just a little ways east from the nation's political arena, we're in a much different type of arena here. Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Alongside my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and this is a matchup, Brock, that we may see many, many times in the future of this league. A couple of rookie starters leading their offenses at quarterback.
And that really does make it a measuring stick game for both of them, Kate. Rookie quarterbacks in the draft, they're always linked to each other from the moment they're tabbed the starters in their first season. And then when you get to look across and you get to play one, you know that both of them want to be the one who leads their guys to a win, because that's a victory that'll be talked about, well, for the rest of their rookie season and beyond.
Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. This is taken in at the 13. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jayden Daniels.
Jayden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. And while there's only one Lamar Jackson, the two-time MVP, Jayden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. Over 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel to know when to run it. But, man, he can also sling it. A quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set unfold in the NFL.
Offense to the line for second down. Here's an option play to the left. A pitch here to Eckler. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after two straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Wow, wide open here, complete. And he crosses midfield before going out. Give him 24 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Out of the gun, Daniels. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Now Daniels off the play action. That's taken in by Samuel. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Matt Gay on to line up this field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Up and good from Fairbairn. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. Leading them out, someone we're all very excited to watch. It's the rookie out of Alabama.
It's always fun. Puts a smile on my face when I see a rookie leading an offense out. A lot of them look like 10-year vets with confidence and poise in the middle of that huddle, in the middle of their teammates. But let's watch his first couple throws. That's where sometimes you can see some of those nerves slipping through.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Brushes him off with ease. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
2nd and 3. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
4th down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Commanders will go on offense. Play fake here, Daniels. That's complete. Here's Brown. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Commanders will have a first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Throwing now, Daniels. Ertz reels it in. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Man in motion, headed right. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he's brought down for a loss.
Any tackle for loss hurts, Kate, but they hurt that much more from a defensive back. Those guys typically are better in coverage, and you got to find a way to make a miss in the backfield.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Daniels from the pistol. Has it downfield, working the left. And they make the tackle at the 38. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought down by Reek Woolen.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings them to 3rd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Again, Daniels to the air. Escapes the... Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Well, your internal clock right there, it has got to be tuned up a little bit. Plenty of time. In this league, if you get 3 seconds to throw the ball and it's not out of your hands, that responsibility falls on you as a QB. But give some credit to the defense, who was able to get home and get the sack.
Matt Gay on to line up this field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And they are unable to double their lead.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Seahawks taking the field for their 2nd possession. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a 2nd time. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Running with Walker again. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the 1st. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Staying with Walker. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
This is Walker on second. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Toss play. This is Walker. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
The give now to Walker. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard, and that brings up 3rd and 8.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Walker now from the gun. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Give him 4 on that play. So now they've got 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Walker, and he's in for the touchdown. The Seahawks take a 2nd quarter lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks take a 4-point lead. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Commanders all set to regain possession. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock, so some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. Daniels on 1st down. Has a man, it's Brown. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's taken down at the 30. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
First and 10 now from the 30. An option give to Robinson. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. He's got it near the 8. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. He brings it in.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. To throw, Daniels. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 3rd and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game.
Yeah. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 2nd quarter lead. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders push their lead to 3. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 14. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Putting a receiver in motion. Another try following the sack. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
So now here's 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Marshawn Lattimore up from the secondary for the stop.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. Called in left side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. New set of downs for him from the 46. They go play action on 1st. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Dump off caught by his back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Throwing now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Hauled down that time by Jonathan Jones.
As a quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Rolling left, buying some time. He's running for it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take the lead just before halftime. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks take a 4-point lead. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Commanders ready to get their offense out there for the final time in the first half. Not a whole lot of time left for them to put something together here before the break. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. That brings us to the break, and it's the Seahawks taking a lead into that visiting locker room. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. It was a strong first half for the former Spartan, Kenneth Walker. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
All right, thank you, Coach. And we are back and about set to begin the second half. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Seahawks back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Walker. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Handoff to Walker from the gun. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now off play action. That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Pass play coming here. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Throwing on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, Daniels. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
Well, I'll tell you this, Kate, that's where you got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play call back.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. Starts his return from the 23. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And it'll be Seahawks football. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Play action on first down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A pickup there of 33 yards. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Walker on first down. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They'll go with Walker on the counter. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Now an inside give to Walker. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. On the carry, it's Walker. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Running is Walker. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Walker running to the right. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks now lead by 10. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks drive their lead to 11. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 13. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. They find themselves down 21-10 as they take over. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. It's an option to the left. The lateral goes haywire. Live ball. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And that play backfired. He's brought down way behind the line.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Daniels. Throw complete to Eckler. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
The Commander's ready for the punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Secures this at the 17. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And it's going to be their football coming up. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They're going play action. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. That's caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best like curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did, got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now Walker. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
They've got 1st down from the 31. This is reeled in by Valdez-Scantling. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Kate, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. It's Walker on the give. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
On third down, Walker. And he's able to push forward to the 25. 4 yards. They're going to say 4 on that carry. That's going to bring up 4th and 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. This one from 42 yards out. Myers' kick is good, and that extends their lead to 14.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 28, it's caught, Eckler. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And the Commanders will have a first.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Throwing now, Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Again, Daniels to the air. He's got it at the 30. And he has it down to the 30 before going out. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. They are throwing it again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Daniels back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Offense in the hurry up here. From the red zone now. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it. There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Daniels from the pistol. Escapes the pocket.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Working quickly here. Desperation time here on 4th. Flush down now, and they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders now within 1 score in the 4th. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Well, Brock, not the way I imagine it was designed there on 4th and goal, but I don't think these coaches cared how he got the job done. Just make sure you get in for 6.
Yeah, really just 2 options here as the game speeds up down there, right? Find a throwing lane and execute quickly, or you better escape and make it happen with your legs. He didn't get the throwing lane, the coverage he wanted, so a great decision. You cannot hesitate. You got to go for it, and he sure did, and use that athleticism for 6.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game. Sims now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Seahawks and this running back headed back out for a new series. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Seahawks feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Staying with Walker. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. So now here's 3rd and 5. Putting the tight end in motion. Running with Walker again. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. They're out now, ready to punt it. Michael Dixon will kick it away. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. It's fielded at the 14. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Commanders will have a first.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Here he is to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. It's a 31-yard play, and that'll be good for a Washington first.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Dukes out a one-stop, and he's short of the first after a mild gain. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. An option gives to Robinson. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. So the Seahawks take this one on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners, as with that, we sign off from D.C.